Alrighty, welcome back everyone to Agatha Christie's Evil Under the Sun with Hercule Poirot. Yes! We just started. We're in the story here. But just checking out the Cedar Hotel? Wherever we're staying, we're just checking it out. Okay, let's see if I remember things. Let's go this. Could this be the dining hall? Yes. Let's grab a glass because we can. Super importante, yeah? There's one person here, yes.
Forgive the intrusion, mademoiselle.
Oh,
I did not mean to startle you.
not at all. I must have been miles away. You're Monsieur Poirot, aren't you? I understood you joined us last evening. I'm Rosamund Darnley.
Enchanté. What brings you to Sea Drift Island, Mademoiselle Darnley?
A short rest before the fall season.
But of course, you are the proprietress of Rosemont, the fashion house. Your designs are first-rate. Hastings, what does Poirot know of such things?
I'm surprised you are interested in women's fashions, Monsieur Poirot.
Sometimes I surprise even myself, mademoiselle.
Poirot does not know anything about those things. Hastings, on the other hand, he knows women's fashion apparently, and he also knows cars, which Hercule Poirot doesn't know either.
It is very quiet here, n'est-ce pas?
I don't mind the quiet. There were a number of children here until a few days ago. They were evacuated. Ken's daughter Linda is here, but she's 16. Hardly a child anymore. I've had one odd incident. A small crime, even.
Sometimes the small crimes are but appetizers to a main course.
I brought a typewriter down to catch up on some correspondence. It disappeared from my room the day after I arrived.
Have you been here on the island long?
Just a few days. It was a spur-of-the-moment sort of thing.
Did you report the theft?
No, my jewelry and over £20 in my purse were untouched. I suspect someone simply borrowed the typewriter and will return it when they're finished with it. Rude, perhaps, but possibly not a crime at all.
What day did you find the typewriter missing?
The 20th.
Did anyone take an interest in the typewriter when you arrived?
Come to think of it, a man named Major Barry did make some comment, but I rather felt he was simply looking for an excuse to talk to me.
Thank you, madame.
Oh. Yeah, I think at this point we basically just have to, find all the people that are here and important for the story. And, just explore. I think this leads outside? Yes. Oh, I think this leads to, the bar or something. See what happens. There's the tennis court. Let's go to the bar. I mean, I could be wrong. That's just my guess. No, I am right.
Alas, Poirot never learned to tickle the ivories.
Poirot, you employed that phrase correctly.
I hope you are not implying Poirot's English to be anything less than perfect.
Well, that is to say, I would never presume.
I think that Poirot sometimes might use an English phrase, not entirely perfect. I can't remember exactly, but I mean, it seems that Hastings is implying that. Poirot is the best.
Sorry, sir, the bar won't be open till 11.
I am merely making the morning constitutional, young man. What is your name?
Henry, sir.
What can you tell me of my fellow guests, Henry?
Well, I don't want to gossip, but Arlena Stewart, the actress, is staying here. And there's a Miss Rosamund Darnley in the dining room. I understand she's a famous dressmaker or something.
Are you from Leathercombe Bay?
No, sir. I live in Kingsbridge. Leathercombe Bay is a bit quiet for my taste, especially now they've begun the evacuations.
I love all the voiceovers. Like, all these accents, it's everything.
How long have you worked at the hotel?
3 years. Don't know what I'll do when they close her down.
How do you like working here, Henry?
Well, it's very nice, usually. Of course, Mrs. Castle, the manager, is something of a tartar. I expect that's because she's new and wants to establish her authority. Come to think of it, Gladys hasn't been herself lately. The first floor maid. Look, I'm no gossip, but I think she's had a row with her young man, Will Jenks. I expect it's nothing, really. Everyone's a bit tense these days.
I will leave you to your work, Henry.
Thank you, sir.
Let's see where this leads. Oh, okay, so I think that this will lead us to the reception. Yes, exactly. Or the desk, whatever. So here is like, I don't know, some sort of waiting room-ish, I presume?
I say, the latest number of Motor Enthusiast magazine, Poirot. What a stroke of luck. I've been looking out for this one.
That's not why we're here, Hastings. That's not why we're here. Let's see, let's go outside then. I only found one other guest. Oh!
This is a useful point to measure the time it takes to reach Cutter's Cove, the spot that will be the scene of the murder.
Yeah, if I knew where Cutter's Cove was. I don't remember exactly which way to take to it, like... But we'll do it, when we know where it is. Let's see, I'm pretty sure... Oh, okay, you can double click. This is not it. This is the inn. This is some person.
I did not mean to frighten you, my friend.
You didn't, and I'm not.
The pub, it is open?
No.
You have the binoculars, I see.
What of it?
They are for the watching of birds?
Yes, I'm very fond of birds.
Are you staying at the hotel?
Are you?
Mais oui. Hercule Poirot, at your service.
My name is North.
If he's a birdwatcher, I'm a penguin, Poirot.
Shall we follow him? It is up to you.
Yes. I want to.
He's up to something, Poirot. Are you going to let him get away?
My shoes are of the finest leather, buffed to a perfect sheen. I will not be subjecting them to sea water.
Take them off, then.
No. If you wish to cross the causeway, summon the sea tractor. I will not wait.
Oh, for pity's sake.
Poirot is, yes. Poirot likes to be clean. Which is why it's so good that he has Hastings with him, because Hastings can run around and do the dirty stuff.
Poirot will not be wading in this story. That must be clear.
The sea tractor no longer operates on a fixed schedule. Please use the phone to call the hotel garage if you wish to summon it.
Phone isn't much good if no one will answer it.
Yeah, no sea tractor today. We'll go back. We gotta find Cutter's Cove so we can measure how long it takes. Well, how long it takes for Poirot to walk there. But, yeah. So we have some sort of idea.
No. The door, it will not budge.
Indeed. Let's go this way. This way. Wherever you put that, cool. So these are the stairs that... So we can go up here and to get to Poirot's room over here. So this is where we would have gone otherwise. Let's see where this door leads. Yes. Oh, is this past the dining room? No. There was okay. Yes. Go here. This might be Cutter's Cove. We'll see.
Hello there.
Good morning, mademoiselle. I am Hercule Poirot.
Emily Brewster. Pleasure to meet you.
You rest from your exertions?
No, I teach ballet to a lot of energetic young girls. It would take more than a little row around this tiny island to wear me out. I don't know if you noticed, but I found what looks like the carving of a dog on a rock on the path there when I came down to bathe. It appears to be quite old. I was curious to see if there were any more carvings along here.
And have your investigations met with success?
Nothing so far. The sea may have worn any away, I suppose.
Are you enjoying Seadrift Island?
To tell you the truth, Mr. Poirot, this was a necessary trip for me. I lost a very close friend several months ago. I'm here to try and come to terms with her death, and to reclaim my life if I can. Forgive me for being so frank to an innocent question. I'm not sure why I said that.
Not at all, mademoiselle. People often find they can confide in me.
Of course. You're that Hercule Poirot.
There is more than one?
I've heard of you, of course. I apologize, I didn't make the connection at once.
Have you been here at the hotel long?
9 or 10 days.
Have you formed any impressions of our fellow guests?
Are you down here on a case, Mr. Poirot?
No. For a short holiday only. Forgive me if the question was impertinent.
Oh, I don't mind. Let's see. Horace Blatt is a wealthy businessman, of the sort one tries to avoid in London. Loud and boorish. I think he finds us all rather boring. The Redferns seem like a nice couple, but I've noticed a tension between them. If you want my opinion, Arlena Marshall is at the bottom of it. She's one of those women men seem drawn to, and other women tend to hate.
Do you choose to bathe here instead of at the beach?
Yes, I do so every day. It's just a few steps from the hotel. And there's this one gentleman, Major Barry, who seems to take a rather obvious interest in women in bathing attire. Makes my flesh crawl. So I try to avoid the beach.
Good luck in your investigation.
Thank you.
Seems like a good idea to avoid the beach then. Ugh. Okay, I'm not sure if this is Cutter's Cove or not. I guess we'll go back to the door and see if we can make some sort of timing to here, to there, anyways. Okay, I love that he takes his hat off. Oh, is this the best? Okay. Oh, he does it automatically. Ah.
From the hotel to Cutter's Cove, it is 25 minutes.
Ah, that was... Okay, so that was not Cutter's Cove. He did it automatically. I did not remember that. Whoopsie. Good. Cool. I think if we go around here, we get to like the bar and like the tennis court. Actually, maybe we should do that first. Come on. We'll almost see where this door leads. Because this is a bar, so... I don't know where this leads. Oh, yeah, it's the bar too. Yeah, I was like, where else could it lead to? Weird. Let's go to the tennis court.
Hello! You haven't seen a tennis ball in the grass, have you? I had a lob go spectacularly astray.
No, monsieur. I am sorry.
You wouldn't be Hercule Poirot by any chance, would you?
I am Poirot. Monsieur?
Kenneth Marshall. That was my wife, Arlena.
She is very charming, Madame Marshall. Hastings, if you embarrass me, we will cease the investigation at once.
My apologies, Poirot. I'll try to remember who I am.
Listen, Poirot. This is a bit of luck finding you here. Something rather distressing has happened. Since our arrival here on Monday, Arlena has received two, what I can only describe as threatening notes.
Do you have the notes?
Well, yes, here they are. Arlena thinks I destroyed them, but I thought I'd better not.
Very wise. One moment, please, while I examine them.
Arlena refuses to take them seriously. She says people are often jealous of her due to her success and her beauty, and it's no more than that. I'm not so sure.
You are right to be concerned. In my experience, Captain Marshall, the hatred to write such notes is one to take very seriously indeed.
Would you have a talk with Arlena and tell her that?
I will do as you ask. How did these arrive?
The first was simply shoved under her door. The second was found on her dressing table. Mr. Poirot, her door was locked.
When did Mrs. Marshall receive these?
That first note was found the morning after we arrived. That would have been August 20th. The second appeared yesterday. Knowing you are investigating has eased my mind enormously.
Captain Marshall, I will do what I can to assist you. But if I am to be successful, I must enjoy your wife's complete cooperation.
I hope you can succeed in convincing her of the gravity of the situation. If you'll excuse me, I have some letters to type.
He has some letters to type?
He seems unaware of the significance of what he has said. How many typewriters can there be on this island?
Seems more likely Miss Darnley's typewriter was borrowed to write the notes.
It is possible.
You knew there might be a real danger to Mrs. Marshall even then.
Yes, my friend. I could feel something in the wind. The way sailors can sense the approaching storm.
Do we have the letter? No, okay.
It is an unusual wreck for a garden, that.
It's to keep the clay of the court smooth. And from the look of that clay, it's about time for a good rake. Bit of a low spot in the near ad-service court.
Yeah, Hastings is good at sports. Poirot not so much interested.
It is an unusual wreck.
It's to keep the...
Poirot is the best. Let's see, this will lead us to... here. I think we can get here if we go another way as well, and I think I want to go that other way. Cover more ground that way. Let's see here. We go here, that we tried to do before. Here we go. Here we have someone.
Good morning, mademoiselle. May I join you?
I would be delighted. It's Madame Redfern, by the way. Christine. You must be Hercule Poirot, the famous detective.
I am he?
Modesty, old man.
You may have reason to be modest, Hastings. Poirot does not.
The old place was buzzing last night when you arrived.
Ah, it is a perfect day for sketching.
Yes, indeed. I'm trying to capture that sailboat down there.
I see it. The man at the tiller seems quite good.
That's Horace Black. He's a guest here. He splits his time mainly between the bay and the bar.
A red sail is unusual, is it not?
Yes, quite.
What brings you to the Smuggler's Rest Hotel?
I'm here with my husband, Patrick.
Damn!
Hastings.
It was his idea, really. He's the outdoors type. But I burn so easily, I'm afraid. I must take care.
Where is your husband?
That's him down there, swimming.
You do not swim, Madame Redfern?
No. The man near the equipment shed is George, the bathing beach attendant. That other man in the chair is Major Barry. You'll find him there most days, especially if there are any women swimming.
Major Barry has an eye for the ladies?
Definitely. Bit of a bore too. Full of stories about the army in India. That and his dogs. He apparently has many dogs.
What can you tell me about our fellow guests?
Well, there's Emily Brewster. You'll usually find her roaming about the island. Ballet instructor at school in North Taunton, I believe. There's a couple from up north somewhere. Gardeners. She'll talk your ear off. He's rather a dear, really. And Arlena Stewart, of course. You must have heard by now that she is here.
Oh, you know her?
My husband does.
Our time here may be cut short.
Because of the evacuation, you mean?
Many seaside resorts are already closed.
Yes, that's mainly why I agreed to come. This could be Patrick's last chance for who knows how long. I'm afraid that's enough sun for me for a while, Mr. Poirot.
It has been a pleasure, Madame.
Bye-bye. Alright. So I guess this is the beach? Yeah.
This is a useful point to measure the time it takes to reach Cutter's Cove. The spot that will be the scene of the murder.
Yes, from this place. Okay. So we just click.
From the bathing beach to Cutter's Cove via the path, it is 18 minutes.
See what our notes say. Poirot's instructions, suspects, documents, stopwatch timings. Ah, the threatening letters. Okay, first threatening letter. You have harmed too many. Justice will be done. Second threatening letter. The forces that will spell your doom gather even now unseen and unstoppable. What kind of weird stuff is that? Alright, we can read about the suspects. Major Montague Barry. Oh yeah, this is just like the addresses of everyone. Occupation. Alright. Yeah. We haven't met the gardeners yet. Whoever Stephen Lane is. Kev Marshall. Linda Marshall. Christine Redfern. Patrick Redfern. Gladys Narracott. Henry Bailey and Mr. North. Who's unknown. Alright, I guess we can talk to some people. Ugh, this dude.
Good morning, monsieur.
Capital morning, capital. You must be that detective Johnny who arrived last night. Major Montague Barry, late of His Majesty's Army in India.
It is a pleasure, Major Barry. You are on a bathing beach, but you do not bathe, Major?
No, never got the taste for it. The scenery can be quite pleasant, though.
Yes, it is very nice.
Nice? Now? Wouldn't say that. None of the finest sex about. Good-looking fillies, some of them. Where are they all, I wonder?
Yeah, I wonder why they're not at the beach while you're here.
Have you been at the hotel long?
Couple of weeks. One last hurrah, you might say, before Fritz arrives on our doorstep.
Yes, they are coming very soon now, I think.
Bombs first, of course, soften us up, or so they think. Not like India. I was there for the start of the Third Afghan War. Now that was war with some honor to it. Those days you could see a man's eyes go dull as you killed him.
How did you come to Seadrift Island?
I show my dogs over in Dartmouth twice a year. Train them, you see. Always told myself I'd stay here once when I got my chance.
Are your dogs here? At the hotel?
Not likely. They're safe at some kennels I found near Exmoor. Had to get them out of London, you see. Wouldn't have stood the bombing, poor beasts.
Do you know anything of the history of this place?
Not much. Heard some rot about Roman orgies way back when. Then some monks decided this would be a wonderful place to make brandy. There's that smuggler Tom Cutter, of course. Gave his name to a cove here on the island. Supposed to still haunt the pub. That's about it.
Any impressions of our fellow guests?
That actress is a fine specimen, no denying. The Redfern lass is not bad, but a bit too pale for my taste. I like 'em with a bit of colour. Miss Darnley, the dressmaker, she's quite attractive in her own way, too.
Enjoy the scenery, Major Barry.
I will, when it arrives.
Anyways.
Morning, sir. I'm afraid the rowboat is out, but I could set you up with a nice rubber float.
No, thank you. Poirot does not float.
Oh, no worries, sir. A bit of exercise would soon help that.
Yes. I see no cause for amusement. You are the beach tender?
That's right, sir. I keep an eye on the equipment, look after the grounds, the tennis court, and so on as well.
Do you enjoy your job?
It's all right. Not much for excitement, and the new manager's ever so strict. Henry the barman, though, he's my mate. Henry makes an excellent cocktail. He makes a superb planter's punch, direct from the Caribbean it is.
Are you from this area?
Born and raised in Lethercombe Bay.
You must know many interesting stories of the area.
You mean Tom Cutter, the ghost, the treasure? Mr. Gardner was quizzing me about old Tom just the other day. Some will tell you it's just stories, but I saw him a few weeks back, white and glistening in the moonlight like he'd risen from the sea.
He was drowned?
Yes, sir. Some rival done him in. You'll hear other accounts, but that's my belief.
How do you know the figure you saw was a ghost?
Well, he disappeared into thin air, didn't he?
Where did you see him?
Outside the Smuggler's End pub well after midnight. He passed inside. I'd had my share of liquid courage, so I follows him. Down into the cellar he goes, so down I go. And what do you think?
He was helping himself to a tankard of grog? Grog? What is grog, Hastings?
Shh. No. Vanished into thin air. Ghosts do that.
How long have you worked here?
Almost 10 years now. But that's all coming to an end.
Why is that?
Got my papers, didn't I? Reporting for duty next week. Navy frogman, that's what I'm going to be.
The tennis court is not very level.
It's that ad service court again, isn't it?
Well,
Yes, Poirot, that's the one.
Yes, it is as you say.
I'd better see to it. I work on that patch all the time, but nothing seems to work.
I will leave you to your duties.
Oh, Hastings is like giving Poirot weird lines. Okay, we'll check out who these people are in the next episode. Thank y'all very much for watching, and I'll see you